Hi everyone, I'm Carrie Pena and this is Front Doors TV. We are coming to you from the Center for Positive Media. With me in studio today, Abby Ross, the Executive Director, and Laura Keithley, the Head of Lower School from New Way Academy. Thank you both so much for being here.
Of course.
Let's start with talking about what New Way Academy is all about.
Sure. So New Way is a school that's been here in the Valley for over 55 years. We were started by two moms who had students that struggled and at that point didn't know what that meant. And so they tried many different schools and eventually thought, you know what, there has to be a different way for students to learn. And so they created a school in a church basement. And over time it grew. Learning disabilities, we call them learning differences because we all learn differently. But at the time they just started growing their population, finding out that dyslexia is a thing, that ADHD can be a struggle for students, and that reading comprehension, listening comprehension, math, decoding words, that is not that a student isn't choosing to do their work, but there's really things going on in your brain that can be addressed with the right education. So fast forward to now, we've been around for over 55 years and we serve K through 12 students in the Valley that have learning differences.
I love that, and I love your mission statement: respect, community, ownership, quality, and fun. Because a lot of times children who have some sort of disability, learning disability, school doesn't seem fun to them. It becomes something psychologically that's can be very damaging. How are you working to change that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So from the outside looking in, New Way looks like a typical school. We have a gymnasium, we have a cafeteria, we have spirit assemblies, everything that students enjoy about school, we make sure to highlight. But then when you get into the classrooms, we have smaller class sizes, we have differentiated instruction, therapies, integrated supports, and occupational therapy, speech therapy. We just want the whole school experience in all the fun ways, but also in ways that we can support students.
So Laura, how are you seeing, talk about the results. Obviously, if you've been around this long, something's going right. But talk about how you measure the results for these children.
Yeah, we want students to, one, enjoy school. We want them to thrive in learning. We want them to feel connected to their community. And I think most importantly, we want students to have an identity of self where they feel empowered in their learning differences. So instead of thinking of what they can't do, I love when students can tell us what they can do, something that excites them, a passion. And that looks really different. Some of our students graduate and move on to careers, some of them move on to vocational settings, some of them move on to college or post-secondary institutions, and some are only with us for a couple of years and integrate back into their public schools or another private school where their siblings are attending, and all of that is considered a success.
Abby, how can people learn more and potentially get involved and support you guys?
Yeah, sure. So we are a nonprofit school. So that means that fundraising is a huge component of what we do. About 80% of our students are on financial aid. And so what we want is for if a family walks in our door and a student sees New Way and they say, these teachers get me, or I want to be there, I could be on the basketball team, or I would want to go to that prom. We don't ever want funding to be a reason that they can't attend. So we do a lot of fundraising. We have a big event every year. The tax credit is really important to us. That deadline of April 15th is always looming, and we really count on both individual and corporate tax credits to get so many of our students into New Way. And then we have the annual fund, which is critical to do all of the things that schools have to do and they don't have money for it. The roof leaks, right? We need new carpet, we need new hoops for the basketball, all of those things. That money has to come from somewhere. And because we don't receive funding from the state per pupil, that really comes down to all of our fundraising.
And so people can go online?
Correct. You can go online, newwayacademy.org. We have really active social media pages too. So Instagram, Facebook, we post lots of action around campus.
And I'd imagine too, with the funding that you receive, recruiting quality, compassionate teachers is super important to your mission.
I think one thing we've been really proud of is that our retention rate of staff is one of the highest in the state. We are the only school ever that's actually made the Phoenix Business Journal's best place to work, competing against these big for-profit companies that are able to get up there and say, we can take our employees to Hawaii for the holiday time. And I'm like, oh, we write a lot of letters to our staff and give them a $25 Amazon gift card. But I think it's really a testament to the culture of our school, and that when teachers get to New Way and get to work with our kids, they see that impact is the real deal, and there's no bureaucracy. If something works, do it, get after it, and help the kids succeed.
How many kids are in your school?
So our enrollment's currently right at about 250, and that's first grade through 12th grade.
And are you looking to expand, or are you guys sticking with your one school, or what's the game plan going forward?
Yeah, I think for us it's all about the quality of instruction, and so we are really focused on serving those 250 students to the best that we possibly can. We're always adding new things to our campus. We recently just installed a ninja course, so I would say we're always revamping our current campus, but we really do enjoy having the one central location.
I would love to come and visit and check it out. It sounds like you're doing really incredible things.
Get in line for the zip line.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Well, I'm always scared of the zip line, but I might try it over there at your school. Laura and Abby, thank you both so very much for all of your hard work on behalf of the children in Arizona. Really appreciate the both of you.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for watching Front Doors TV. I'm Carrie Pena. Take good care.